What's up, Niners faithful? The San Francisco 49ers are always working to perfect their game, pushing hard for the results we all know this team can deliver. I want to thank all of you for supporting our content, so please, before we dive into this week's updates, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to stay in the loop with all the latest Niners news. Let's get into it. As the Niners gear up for a big game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, there are some crucial updates on the injury front. The list is, well, let's say it's not exactly what we want to see. We've got 12 players dealing with injuries or other issues impacting their participation in practice this week. Let's start with cornerback Charvarius Ward. This man's been a cornerstone for our secondary, and he's currently out, attending to a deeply personal loss with the recent passing of his daughter. Coach Shanahan has been incredibly empathetic here, saying, "We're on his time with that." Ward's availability this week is uncertain, and our thoughts are with him and his family. On the offensive side, running back Christian McCaffrey is currently limited in practice due to an Achilles issue. And with the Buccaneers' fierce defensive front, having McCaffrey at his best will be essential. Meanwhile, big names like Nick Bosa, hip, John Feliciano, knee, and Deebo Samuel, rib and oblique, are also limited, making it clear that this week's game is going to challenge our depth and resilience. But it's not all about injuries. We've got an exciting update as well. Safety Tashaun Gipson is back in the Bay Area. After his offseason move to Jacksonville, and a tough suspension for a performance-enhancing violation, he's back on the Niners practice squad. Now, Gipson's experience makes him a valuable addition, especially given some struggles we've seen in our secondary this season. Coach Shanahan had high praise for Gipson's return, noting they'd been eyeing him even before the season. With Talanoa Hufanga on injured reserve, Gipson could very well step in to add some experience and leadership. If he's fit, we might see him getting game time soon, especially with lingering concerns about depth in the defensive backfield. So, how does all this affect our game against the Bucs? First off, Christian McCaffrey's participation will be critical. The Bucs have their own injury woes, like Mike Evans and QB Baker Mayfield dealing with nagging injuries. But we know Tampa's defense won't make it easy, so if McCaffrey and Bosa can go full throttle, that'll set the tone for both our offense and defense. And let's keep an eye on D. Winters, who just cleared concussion protocol. We're likely to see him take on more snaps, and with Ward out, Renardo Green, who's been a full participant, might step up significantly. It'll be all about managing these injuries while keeping up the intensity on the field. Alright, Niners fans, that's the scoop for today. We're heading into Week 10 with a game plan in place, even with the injury challenges ahead. But I'm curious, what do you think? Should we be more aggressive in shuffling our lineup to get newer players experience? And how are you all feeling about Gipson's return to the squad? Drop a comment, let's get the conversation started. If you enjoyed this update, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking news. Let's keep the faithful strong.